Hey people, Mike Martins here with the Mike Martins channel. Thanks for liking, joining, subscribing, and being part of the channel and all that jazz. Well, censorship, more censorship on top of censorship, shadow banning, and just below the radar, the whole 9 yards. It's going to get much worse going forward. Why? Well, what's one of the main key topics they're discussing at the whole Davos thing that's going on, funded and paid by taxpayers in the private sector that are funding these public servants to go over and discuss how bad we are, what we've been doing wrong, and how we are debunking or, just so-called undermining their questioning. I never trusted the science, and I never trusted a lot of 90% of what they've been telling us. The pendulum is swinging back. The narrative is falling apart. Join us on Mike in the Night if you want to get into more in-depth discussion, because we are censored on this platform and we got to be very careful how we say things. I've been through 15 YouTube suspensions, all documented. So what's going on? Here we go. So Daily Caller is reporting, and it doesn't matter who is reporting because the video is up there on the World Economic Forum. U.S. will soon have illegal hate speech laws. World Economic Forum panelist tells Brian Stelter. So there it is right there. And the U.S. will soon have illegal hate speech laws, said the European Union official Vera Jourova at the World Economic Forum WEF panel. The narrative is crumbling so hard. They've actually, in discussion 3-4 weeks ago, to ban Twitter. I call it Twitter. You guys call it Twitter. I call it Twitter. To ban Twitter from Europe. Like, to actually completely block it. Because information is now starting to get out through the mainstream platform, right? And if someone comes up and buys YouTube or Facebook, what happens? Well, if they open it up and allow people to speak, you're going to see a whole different face on things. And this is what they're afraid of. They're afraid of another mainstream platform getting bought up by someone who believes in letting people speak. So, Jourova participated in Tuesday's WEF panel on the clear and present danger of disinformation alongside former CNN host Brian Stelter, Massachusetts Democratic Republic, South, blah, blah, blah. So it goes into this, but then it basically sums up here. You could read it a bit better here. It gets to the point. Participated, there it is, panel. And for hate speech, this is it right here in quotations. This is what I was looking for. For hate speech, we need people to understand the language and the case law in the country. Because what qualifies as hate speech? Illegal hate speech, which you will have soon also in the U.S. So it's called illegal hate speech, which you will have soon in the United States. We have strong reasons why we have this this in criminal law. 36 minutes on the panel, so it's right here. I'll show you guys where you could find it. So WEF declares U.S. soon have hate speech laws to deal with information pollution. I meant to read this first to you guys, but they're calling it information pollution. And if you go to the World Economic Forum, the video's up there for you guys to see with your own eyes that this is not fake news. And there's Brian Stelter, there's Skelter there.
Disinformation is our conversation here this afternoon. It follows a session just now about disrupting distrust. And of course, those are connected.
So that's basically going against the status quo. Going against the status quo and going against our freedoms. In Canada, they're putting other measures into place like Bill C-11, Bill C, I don't even know, 18, whatever the bills are, since we've covered it on the channel multiple times. They're coming after us. They're coming after us wholehearted. They want, because as the narrative is going to fall apart, and like we said on the channel back in 2019, 2023 will be the year of the coffin. So if you guys want to join us for more in-depth discussion on what's happening, where it's happening, how it's happening, we've had a call-in show since 2017. It's called Mike in the Night. And you could find it on Odyssey. We are on Odyssey. So if you want to come on Mike in the Night, you're more than welcome. It's on Odyssey, and we have call-ins from across the Commonwealth, and we throw up our replays on Rumble. Last Saturday's show, we had a caller in from India who was in the back of a car on an earpiece calling into the show in Bangalore, India, to give us a download on what's happening with the facial recognition stuff and all that stuff. We had a really good caller from Western Australia. We had a really good caller in from Denver, Colorado. We had another caller in from Toronto. We had another caller in from British Columbia. We had callers in from everywhere. So join us on Mike in the Night on Odyssey, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Let me know what you guys think. They're coming after us. They are disallowing us from presenting our evidence or presenting our case to the world or presenting our findings. And they're going to lock down on this, and they're calling it pollution. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Mike Martins here. I have spoken.